Secretary, Information and Broadcasting. Srimati R. Jaya, Joint Secretary, Broadcasting. And Mr. Rajiv Tikku, Director, One World Foundation. I am Pinky Chandran from Radioactive, the Master of Ceremonies. Community radio is a clear reflection of our country's diversity and pluralism and rich culture. It represents the vibrancy of democracy, the multiplicity of dialects, and the heterogeneity in the community. Today, we once again gathered here to celebrate the commitment of all people in this room who struggled hard to provide strength to the sector, which in turn gives a platform for the unheard voices to be heard. Honorable Minister, your words in the Parliament allocating a budget of ₹100 crores for the growth of the sector has been very reassuring. We know we have a long road to travel, but a beginning has been made, and we are very optimistic of your continued indulgence. It is in this spirit I would request all the dignitaries to light the lamp and declare the 5th Community Radio Sammelan open. Thank you, distinguished guest. May I now call upon Shri Bimal Julka Broadcasting to formally welcome the distinguished guest. Mr. Julka.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Shri Arun Jaitley. Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Colonel Rajyavardhan Singh Rathorji. Mr. Rajiv Tikku, Director, One World Foundation. My colleagues from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. We welcome CEO Prasar Bharati, Mr. Jawahar Sarkar, who is present amongst us. All our distinguished delegates to the workshop, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Minister for Information Broadcasting to be present here despite his urgent preoccupations and commitments in the Parliament and other issues. We are grateful to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time. That speaks volumes of the commitment that you have towards the community radio movement in the country. Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting has been taking a stock of all the initiatives that have been undertaken by the ministry over a period of time and has been guiding the movement of community radio from time to time. We are grateful to you, sir, for your valued participation today. I welcome you all to the 5th National Community Radio Sammelan here today. Before I deliberate upon the role of the community radio, I would like to inform you that there has been a paradigm shift in the role of Information and Broadcasting Ministry, and the transition that is taking place with the advent of new media is phenomenal. I would like you to have a look of media. I would request Joint Secretary to kindly circulate, if possible, the copies of that speech, because it's an eye-opener to the transition that is taking place in the media space. Honorable Prime Minister has also laid a lot of emphasis on communication through radio with his Man Ki Baat, which has reached the remotest corner of the country. It encourages us that the role of media and the communication through media, through radio, has its immense potential all over the country. Community radio is one of the best tools for empowering communities, particularly our rural and remote communities that seldom find a voice in mainstream media. It is a mechanism for enabling groups of communities to become creators, innovators, contributors to media. Community radio is a radio service offering a third model of radio broadcasting in addition to commercial and public broadcasting. With the expansion of the community radio, I wouldn't be surprised the way the whole media space is expanding at a phenomenal pace. The public broadcasting will also have to compete with this sector in the times to come. Community stations serve geographic communities, communities of interest, community radio, rural radio, cooperative radio, development radio. You can define it in whichever way you want. It holds the key to unite India's linguistic and ethnic diversity and improve economic disparities. They broadcast content that is popular and relevant to the local special audience and is often overlooked by commercial or mass media broadcasters. Community radio stations are operated, owned, and influenced by the communities they serve. In many parts of the world, community radio acts as a vehicle for the community and voluntary sector, civil society, agencies, NGOs, and citizens to work in partnership to further community development aims in addition to broadcasting. This means that community radio stations should focus on getting the community talking and not solely on radio, which is a technological process. The social concerns of community radio are stressed over radio per se. The courts have time and again declared that airwaves are a public property, which is to be used for promoting public good and ventilating plurality of views, opinions, and ideas. I am delighted to inform you that the Ministry of Information Broadcasting have issued 400 odd permissions for community radio centers all over the country, which is covering about 29 states and 7 union territories, out of which 179 community radios are operational as on date. There are indeed handicaps with regard to rationalization and simplification of procedures, which we are undertaking from time to time, and based on the feedback that we receive through all these national seminars that are held, we try and dovetail that feedback so that we can improvise on our procedures further. There is also a single window mechanism that has already been set up, but we propose to go online as far as this medium is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, I am also equally delighted to share with you some of the recommendations that TRAI has made in the recent past on renewal of CRS permissions and other issues, the highlights of which I will deliberate before you so that you can also convey whatever sentiments that you have, keeping in view the actual practitioners that you are on the field. They have indicated that the terms of permissions of CRS should continue to be 5 years. The duration of advertisement on community radios should be 5 minutes per hour. The stipulations that the DAVP approved rates on advertisement on community radios are lowest and exclusive to DAVP, it should be relaxed in the case of community radios. Disaster management. Now, this is a very, very critical area in which community radios in the past, in the recent past itself, have played a phenomenal role. And that's where I think the recommendations are that we should try and liaise with the Department of Telecom and ensure that the detailed guidelines are put out for use of community radios in disaster management operations. There is also a recommendation that the TRAI that community radio should be allowed to broadcast news and current affairs sourced exclusively from AIR in its original form or translated into the local language, which is a far-reaching mandate of community radios, along with operating partnership with All India Radio. We from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, are committed that the CR sector is expanded and strengthened to achieve the goal of inclusive growth through social change. Once again, I welcome you all for participating in this seminar. I am sure you will have wonderful deliberations. Please have free and frank discussions and give us your insight into what exactly should be the changes that should occur as far as the procedures are concerned for development of community radio sector in the country. I also wish to thank honorable ministers to have consented to be present here amongst us. We wish you a grand success for the deliberations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Julka. Today, we present the 4th Community Radio Awards. The National Community Radio Awards are always a celebration of community engagement, creativity, and innovation in content since 2012. We know that it is an elaborate process where stations have to apply after the call for applications are out. There are 5 categories for the award, which range from thematic to innovation. Each category carries 3 prizes, carrying cash awards of 50,000, 30,000, and 20,000 respectively. The jury for the 5th CR award was from peer stations and other stakeholders, chaired by Dr. Munish Kumar, Economic Advisor, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. As always, it has not been easy to decide on the awardees, but it had to be done. May I please request the Honourable Minister, Shri Arun Jaitley, to give away the awards, and request the Honourable Minister of State, Colonel Rathod, to hand over the certificates. The first category is the thematic award, and in the 3rd place is Radio Shamlavani, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Their program, The Land of a Wedded Life, is a program by young brides in the village sharing their stories. In the 2nd place, is Radio Media Village, Kerala, for the program By the People. The program portrays the agony and loneliness of elderly people. And the 1st place goes to Radio Kisan, Odisha, for the program We Are With You. In this program, farmers affected by flood have reached out to other farmers with a request to share surplus seedlings. The 2nd category of awards is the Community Engagement Award. In the 2nd place is Vayalaga Vanoli, Madurai, for the program Survive by Agriculture. This is an experience sharing program by farmers on the use of systematic rice intensification method. And the 1st place goes to Anna CR Chennai for their program Time for Women. This program is on the lives of women in sex work. The 3rd category of awards is for promoting local culture award. In the 2nd place is Rudino Radio Gujarat for the program Charan Kanya, narrated in Daira style, a Gujarati folk form. And the 1st place goes to Pantnagar Janwani, Uttarakhand, for their program Aanchal Ki Surabhi, a program promoting indigenous seeds. The 4th category of award for the most creative, innovative program content, and there is only one award in this category, and the award goes to Ratnabali Coimbatore for the program Enough, More Than Enough, a monologue documenting different moods of a homemaker. Thank you, sir. We don't have an award in the sustainability category as the jury did not find suitable contenders for this award. May I now request the Honourable Minister, Shri Jaitley, to deliver the inaugural address.
Over 2 decades ago, the state had a misconceived notion that airwaves is the monopoly of the state. That myth itself was broken. I have a nostalgic memory of how it was broken. Having been twice in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, before that, I was a privy in my position as a lawyer to shake that view that the state had a monopoly. The right belongs to the people. That law was laid down and today it belongs to all of you. All of you are expressing that idea, and I'm glad that it's also an instrument of the future. And therefore I am glad that this, through the medium of community radio, is going to be expressed to you. The proceedings of your conference today are going to be of immense value and utility as far as the government is concerned. And therefore, I'm sure today I'm a little deprived in terms of timing because I have to rush to Parliament. I will confine myself to a very few and brief comments that I have made. But every word of what you say, every bit of suggestion that you make will have a great impact as far as our policy making is concerned and will be of great utility to us. I I compliment each one of you who's involved in this whole exercise. And I'm sure your presence here today will be of immense value as far as formulation of future policy is concerned. Thank you very much. I wish your convention today a great success.
Thank you, sir. You rightly said that radio is definitely the instrument of future. The Community Radio Compendium has been instrumental in documenting unique stories from the community radio sector. It is a repository of stories, the struggles and achievements of the station. May I request the Honourable Minister, Shri Arun Jaitley and Colonel Rathod to kindly release the Radio Compendium 2014-15. In the end, I would like to conclude the inaugural function by requesting Shri Rajiv Tikku, Director Wampol, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks at the inaugural session of the 5th National Community Radio Sammelan today. First and foremost, I must acknowledge my deepest gratitude to Honorable Minister of Finance and Information Broadcasting, Shri Arun Jaitley, for taking time out of his busy schedule to be with us today. I also thank him for encouraging the community radio sector by giving away their awards. I'm also grateful to the Minister of State for Information Broadcasting, Colonel Rathod, for providing leadership at every stage, from planning the Sammelan to organizing it and releasing the community radio competing today at the I also take the opportunity to thank Shri Vimal Dulka, Secretary, Minister of Information Broadcasting, for his constant guidance. I'm also thankful to Shri J.S. Mathur, Action Secretary, Minister of Information Broadcasting, for his unwavering support. I'm also grateful to Madam Madhya, Joint Secretary, Minister of Information Broadcasting. Organizing Sammelan would not have been possible without the leadership and attention to the big and this small picture. Thanks are due to the community radio set and the project management unit at the Ministry of the Sector. I'm also thankful to senior officers of Prasar Bharati, Shri Jawahar Sarkar, particularly Darshan and great publicity.
अरे सर मेरा क्या खींच रहे हो मेरा क्या खींच रहे हो
Thanks also to the CRA and others. Last but not least, I would like to salute the last level of community radio stations for coming from all parts of the country. Thank you all.
Go in, man. Go in, everyone.